Imagine standing on the edge of a frozen fjord, where the wind cuts like 1,000 icy blades. Snowflakes shimmer like tiny stars under the pale northern lights, and the dark sky stretches infinitely, as if the universe itself is watching. Somewhere in this frozen expanse, a village survives, where no modern warmth exists. How did the Vikings endure temperatures that would freeze most mortals alive? What secrets did they hold? Secrets whispered by fire, ice, and stars alike. AuraBeyond.
Who I am. I'm not of this earth. What you don't know, I've known since birth.
The northern world of the Vikings was not just cold. It was cosmic in its extremity. Winter could last for months, daylight shrinking to a fleeting hour, shadows stretching long across frozen landscapes. Survival here required more than clothing. It required understanding the rhythm of nature, the patterns of the stars, and the invisible forces that connected life to the cosmos. They called their sacred flame Elder, not merely fire, but life itself, a guardian of warmth, health, and spiritual continuity. This was not a flame to be taken lightly. Only those who respected its cosmic rhythm could carry it safely through the night. Layer upon layer of furs, skins, and wools insulated their bodies, yes. But the Vikings also learned to use what the earth offered. Mosses and lichens stuffed between garments, animal fats smeared onto skin as insulation, and even packed snow as a natural barrier. These techniques transformed the frigid cold from lethal to bearable. Yet, there is another layer to their survival. Modern researchers suggest that the Vikings may have unknowingly employed what we would now call biomimicry, mimicking the natural insulation of Arctic animals. Their understanding was intuitive, handed down through generations. How could people so ancient, with no modern science, develop such survival mastery? Was it mere trial and error, or something more? Even more mysterious were the rituals surrounding fire. Elders would light the sacred flame during specific times, aligning the act with cosmic events, solstices, lunar phases, and even subtle celestial movements. This alignment was believed to empower the fire, imbuing it with strength to ward off the bitter cold and to protect the community. Inside their longhouses, smoke curled and twisted like spirits in the air. Hearths burned continuously, not just for warmth, but as symbols of life and protection. Tales survive of Viking leaders who refused to enter battle if the sacred flame was not properly tended. A warning that cosmic balance, not just human courage, dictated survival. What about nutrition? Viking diets were designed for heat production. Fatty fish, preserved meats, and fermented dairy provided energy dense enough to fuel the body in freezing temperatures. Yet, these practical solutions were often accompanied by spiritual acts, offerings to gods of fire, and harvest blending survival with sacred tradition. Travelers tell of the Vikings' ability to navigate blizzards and frozen seas with a seemingly mystical sense of direction. Some legends suggest that they read the stars, ice patterns, and even the behavior of animals to chart paths across a hostile landscape. Their survival was as much about observation and intuition as it was about fire and clothing. And what of the human spirit? There is a cosmic lesson hidden in these icy tales. Endurance, courage, and wisdom were intertwined. The Vikings survived not simply because they wore furs, but because they respected the balance of life and cosmos. They understood, perhaps instinctively, that physical warmth alone was insufficient. Only harmony with the natural and cosmic order could see them through the long, dark winters. Stories of the elders speak of moments when the Aurora Borealis danced directly above a village, casting light that seemed to ignite the sacred fires from afar. Some believed this was a cosmic signal, a blessing, that those who survived the night had been watched over by forces larger than themselves. And in these frozen landscapes, Questions emerge. How did such ancient people develop an understanding of survival that borders on the mystical? Did they glimpse patterns of the universe through their rituals and observations? Was their connection to fire, ice, and stars a forgotten science, or the echo of a cosmic knowledge we are only beginning to grasp? As the cold tightened its grip, Vikings relied on community, shared warmth, storytelling, and the passing of survival knowledge from elder to youth were vital. Each generation added layers of wisdom, blending observation, myth, and instinct into a system that allowed them to thrive in near impossible conditions. Questions remain. How did they cross frozen seas with their ships? And how did they hunt and gather food in total darkness? Each question opens a window into a culture where survival was never just physical. It was cosmic, philosophical, and spiritual. Their legacy challenges modern understanding. Today, scientists can replicate clothing, insulation, and nutrition strategies, but they rarely capture the intangible, the cosmic rhythm, the ritualistic timing, the psychological fortitude that made survival an art rather than mere endurance. Viking survival was a dance with the universe. Each breath, each spark of fire, each story told by the elders was a step in this dance. And perhaps the real secret was never just warmth or food, it was knowing their place in the cosmos, recognizing that survival is not merely a physical act, but a harmony with forces beyond comprehension. Could it be that in the end, the real question is not how the Vikings survived the cold, but what they understood about the universe that allowed them to endure? As we look back through the stars and into the past, remember, every story leaves a mark on the universe. If you enjoyed the journey, make sure to like, subscribe, and join us again as we explore the unknown. Until next time, stay curious and keep exploring.